Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I'm gonna show you how I'm doing my post-process for my infrared photography. As you can see here, here's an example of infrared photography that I made not so long ago in a graveyard for cars. And I took some photos today of a building, a well-abandoned building with some greenery going on the facade of the building. So for those of you who are new for infrared photography, we are talking about the infrared spectrum of light. This is the high value of the lights that came to your camera. It starts at 750 nanometers, if I remember correctly, and your eye cannot see this light, but your camera can. One of the best way to know if your camera is capable of taking infrared photos is take a remote control of a TV, aim it to the camera, and press a button. If you see a strong light coming from the remote, your camera is probably capable of capturing infrared spectrum. If it's a weak one, probably your camera is not good enough because you have a filter on your sensor, and modern cameras doing much more stronger filtration of infrared light, so it won't interfere with the photo and not ruin it. But on old cameras, like the one I'm using, the Nikon D70, D50, and D40, um, the filter is pretty weak, and it gives you the ability to take photos while hand holding your camera without the need of tripod. Yes, you can use modern cameras with tripod and 30 seconds exposure, but it's much easier when you can do it when you are hand holding the camera. So in this case, that's what we got, and let's get to work. So I use my Nikon D50 today for the photography, and I have two files, the JPEG and the RAW. On the old Nikon, you get only the basic quality for the JPEG, so it's better to work with the RAW file. So let's open it in Camera Raw and start the process. So as you can see, this is the image. We want to open it as in the shot, about the white balance, and all the parameters are fine. So I'm gonna open it and gonna read of the helpers, and now we got the image. So pretty nice, pretty good. You can do the leveling now. You can go to levels and try to do each channel to correct each channel, or you can do the auto level or auto tone. And 1 second, Control Z, auto tone, and here we go. We got it. And something that you can notice that it's fixing the colors, but it's do some warm and a little bit to contrast. So we want to keep the natural spectrum. So we're gonna copy the result, gonna Control Z to the basic photo, and we're gonna paste it, the final result, and we're gonna use it as a color blending mode. And now we also want to do some fixation for that one. So we're gonna do duplication, and we're gonna go and use it as luminosity, but not as full. Let's say it's gonna be 75%, so not everything will be burned. So now we got our basic image that we can work with, and this is how an infrared spectrum image look like without channel mixture. And usually what you see is the cold images, the ice fill image, and not that image. And that's because you need to do a channel mixture. And what you're doing in channel mixing, you are simply mixing the red channel into the blue and the blue into the red, and this way you are flipping the colors. And it's very important to remember the filter I'm using is 720 nanometers, so some of the light spectrum are coming into the camera and is influencing the image, so it's a little bit got some color data, and that's what you get here. And one important thing is to disable the green channel, and I'm gonna show you how it's made. So you are going to image, adjust, and channel mixture. And here we start. First one will be the red channel, and it's always open as default, so we're gonna move you to 0 and swap you into the red. That's good, and the opposite will be done to the blue one. The blue one will go to 0, and we're gonna swap it to the red. Now we got some data of coloring, and especially the green channel that's still present in this photo. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna disable it by simply moving the green to 0 and spreading it equally to the red channel and to the blue channel. And here we go, the channel mixture has been done. Now we can press OK, and we can add some bit of saturation. So here's saturation. I'm gonna add 20% to the saturation, and here we go. Now we can run some lens correction to our wide angle lens. This photo been taken with the Tokina 11-16 millimeters f2.8, so it's very sensitive, and I think I managed to hold the camera at 1-20 the speed, so you can see the correction at the sides, and this filter blacking the sides of the photo, so we can try to illuminate them. There's few ways, like doing the shadow and highlights, but in this case I think we will do levels, and we're gonna move it into 101 and see when it will be fine. I think even 102 for the sides, and 1015 is good enough. And let's try also to give some shadow highlights to the sides of the photo. Looks fine. Now let's copy the result. We're gonna put it back here, and we're gonna use a radial gradient from the center, and we need to swap the colors. And let's try again, and it's too strong, so now we can work with the opacity. Let's say 75, even 50 will do the work. Looks fine. Ctrl-Shift-E, and we can close that one. And now just need to make sure that the perspective is correct, and no, it's not correct. This is a 3-point perspective, 3 vanishing points. We have one on the left, one on the right, and the third one that makes this building looks and like it's getting thinner and thinner as it goes up. So we want to disable it, and a lot of architects using this technique, especially I get a lot of shouting in the past when I was doing renderings without disabling the third vanishing point, the vertical one. And nowadays I'm using the 2-point render, and also for buildings is very nice to do that. So here we are pretty fine. Here we can see that the trees are not that aligned, so we can try to get him here and this here. And when we're doing this stretching, see that you need to increase a little bit the height of the photo so the proportion won't ruin. And we can close it, and here we go. It looks pretty fine now. It's pretty quick, I can say, but it's fine. Now we want to do some noise clearing, so reduce noise. I'm gonna reduce the noise of this photo, and we can increase the strength a little bit. Preserve details, yes. Reduce color noise, no sharpen details. Let's say we won't sharpen anything. I'm gonna zoom in and try to see how much being cleaned here, even 10. Oh, it's too much. Let's keep it on 7. Just make sure that the details are preserved. We can also increase it to 10 and see how much of the details are preserved. And in the past, I used to work with Neat-Image that did much better work in cleaning photos, but I don't have it anymore. So after doing that, we want to make some sharpening. We're gonna merge it, gonna go to the lighting layer channel, and what I did, I simply switched it to lab color. So this you have the color at 2 channels and the lighten at 1 channel, and you only sharpening the lighten channel. So sharpen, and sharp mask, and here we can do it. It should be 1.2 pixels, I think, and you can see it's 60 is enough. Yeah, and that's fine. And this is without sharpening the colors, without losing the details there. And here we go. This is the result. We can try and do another. Oh, 1 second. Let's go back to the photo and do another auto tone and see what we are getting. Still very, very strong. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Control A that one, Control V, and let's say I'm gonna put it 50% here and Control Shift E. And here we go, the final result. I'm gonna save it here, and I have a previously edited photo from the set that I did earlier today, so we can compare both of them because I'm using different screens now. So this one is done. You can go here and see the result from the two screens that I used. So this is the photo that we did right now, and this is the photo that I edited before. And the one thing I noticed that I forgot to cover the viewfinder, and some lights can get into the camera. So when you're taking this kind of photos, remember to try to cover your viewfinder. And here we go. This is the result, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial and my explanation about infrared editing. And if you have more questions, you can ask me on the comments. And see you till the next tutorial. Thank you very much and see ya. Bye bye.